Okay, now let me start my image editing. This is a model. Her name is Victoria. I took her picture on last February, and I know it is July, and I'm still working on it because there are so many good images. Like it is, look at this number, 2,278 images. Today, I just want to show how I edit images from the scratch. Just before that, if you see here, I have a lot of user preset, and all the preset here are like the model's name I took picture, like Ashley, Avery, Coco, Kelly, Carissa, but I don't use this. And this, but look at this. This preset give me some ideas sometimes, and very nice work, and becomes like a good starting point. I really want to go this one, but I don't use it. Okay, okay. Oh, did I already? Okay, I click the reset button here. Okay, nothing from the scratch. Um, the first thing I usually do in my image editing is cropping, using cropping tool, and because I see a lot of a dead space up here, so little cropping will be great. So like this. So yeah. But if you see these images, is a very nice triangle, very standard pose, but too boring to me. I'm sorry. But what about if you tilt like this way? Okay, look at her leg and to head is with some lines, one line. Okay, now it is a real dynamic and tilted, unbalanced, but it carries a strong message too. Okay, look at that eye, it's killing. Okay, the second thing I want to do is here. I noticed that her face is too bright. Well, this brightness is okay, but little bit toning down of highlight will make a lot of a good blending her face with the background. Okay, it's nice. Um, Before we go further, I just noticed that her face has some blemishes, but I'm using spot removal tool, like this. I know Adobe Photoshop has a lot of good healing brushes and patches, but just a small job like this, and Lightroom saving a lot of time too. Okay. Next thing I noticed here, when you closer look her face, and it's too much texture. Okay, so maybe I just remove, slide down a little bit texture, so make smoother. But I still want the texture, and maybe clearly down a little bit. Yep, it's a lot smooth skin. Okay, look at this, very nice, and some like painting like images already. Um, but what about some color and toning? And toning is actually I do a lot in image editing, and I also do paint. I'm painting. In painting, I the toning is the first thing I do before any drawing on it. I want to maintain some unity in color or expression in my painting. Same as here, same strategy can be applied here. In photo, I want to some toning, so it can speak the same, it carries a similar message too. So in Lightroom, they have a split toning here. So what I usually do is put some highlight. I can give some color on highlight area like her face. Okay, now it'll be a little bit different. You see, the her face is looks a little pale, but if I increase the yellow here, Look at this. And what about if you want to go brighter still? So you can increase the luminance in orange. Okay, it's go a little brighter. Okay, a little bit yellow. Okay. What is this shadow? You can put some color, another color in the shadows. In this case, maybe little blue or green will match good. Yeah, but it also changed her face color or her jacket, so you can adjust with the balance tool. So if you slide up a little bit, then you still see the keep yellow color on her face, but the background is still blue. Okay, very nice. Um, okay, let me go to some detail area here. So I go to adjustment brushes. If you see here, I have so many adjust brushes here. Most of them are from some out of box Lightroom brushes, but I have added a lot of custom made brushes and some brushes downloaded from Sharpening or other some free stuff. Okay, but created some color or whatever. So let me talk about adjustment brush later because it make really actually give you freedom to editing images a lot. Okay. Uh, I can do soft skin, but mostly I using exposure. Okay, because I realize her eye is maybe a little dark. I want to eye a little bit brighter. So look at this. Her eye is getting brighter, right? If you want to see how this brush working, just click the overlay or click O keyboard on keyboard so you can see how it applied. Or you can change the brush type like no feather, very like this, but I don't like that. I'm using brush B. Or if you go too much, you can also erase the adjustment brush area too. Okay, so now her eyes is some brighten eye. And what about a little bit? Oh, I'm sorry, that may be too much. Okay, another trick you can do here. I click new adjustment brush and high exposure, and you can draw like this. So make a brighter eye in this area. So it give you some eyes. Is now sparkling and very nice. So very strong eye I have. Maybe too much, but it's okay. So now I know that her face, this part is very bright with because I changes the luminance of orange color, but and I want to like some little brighten her some area too, so it have some balanced. See, it's balanced here. What about here? Okay. So this is called dodging and burning. So I make some bright part and it make a color pop up like this. Her hair color, look at this. Okay, but it can show the hidden area too, but maybe too much. Okay. What about if you go to minus exposure? It make dark images, right? So make dark here. See, you see that change, how it changed. Okay, some little muscle. Okay, I also want to darken this area, so it make it like some what is called vignetting. Yeah, in vignetting you can choose here like post crop vignetting. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, actually this is nice, but I want to bring up some exposure up here on her pants, so it give some more texture on her pants and a little bit top images too. Okay. Another thing I can do with exposure here, I want to make it bright here, so it make like some different images, very strong images, red and some blue, because we change. Do you remember we added some blue color on in split tone here? See, if you change now green, yeah, it goes green, but I like blue, so just a little bit. Where am I? Okay, here. Okay, history is good. Okay, now let me compare the original images. Yeah, it make a lot better. It make totally different images, right? Just given certain minute. Okay, so I can go a little bit more detail, like some sharpening. Here in sharpening, you can use a mask about and the sharpening amount and radius detail. I'll tell later about this. But if you're using masking, I'm pressing Alt key, and it's showing which white part is that area I'm gonna sharpening. The reason I'm choosing here, I make sharpen her eyelash and or other line, but I still want to her face maybe smoother. So yeah, this is it. This is some example. I maybe working some little more, but like what about saturation up for her blue hair? Okay, and red up. So you can do that at partial, or you can do here like where is it? Okay, here, and vibrance. Yep, it's changing really. There's a lot very bright color, or very saturation is too high. But if you go you can go down like this. Yeah, it's a lot different too, right? But if you want to go to tougher images like this, and you can tone down a little bit like this. Yeah, it's almost done very fast, right? And I usually spend like a 5 minute to up to 10 minutes for images, but on this one, okay, let me quickly adjusting some light because I want to some maybe too much. Okay, yeah, okay, what do you think? So this is nice, right? What about texture? I make a little bit tougher images, so I raise up texture and make this area very sharp. I mean texture, very a lot texture on it. You see? Okay. Another things, I can increase some contrast like this, so you actually in a lot of part, or you can show many parts. It's up to you. So it's like it depends on you how the image looks like. For me personally, I like this some color and smooth images, also maintain sharpness and some texture too. Yeah, I think this is good to go. So it take a 15 minutes, but I think it is pretty nice picture when you compare the first image, the original images here. Okay, I think this is it for today. My first image editing video. Still I have a lot to talk, but I'll meet you next time, my second or third image editing video. Alright, thank you everyone, see you next time, bye.